Champo predictions, Bournemouth bogey side, Blades top 6. The top 6 race is hotting up in the championship and Benjamin Bloom is here to preview all of the action, with odds from Betfair throughout. Make sure to get involved and submit your predictions in the F365 Championship Predictor game. Fulham v Blackburn. Fulham's march to promotion goes on, and if the Cottagers can match their last 10 games over the next 10, then there's a chance of the 100-point barrier being tested. Blackburn's recent poor run ended with a 1-0 over QPR last week. Is that enough to say they'll get something down at Fulham? Probably not. Benjamin Bloom's prediction, Fulham 2-0 Blackburn 11 halves, Betfair, Preston v Bournemouth. Before I do any of the numbers, I'm pretty sure we're on bogey team alert here. This is one of those fixtures fans love to tell me about from both sides, with the very scientific analysis suggesting that Preston always do well against Bournemouth. Let's assume that's going to be the case again, but we'll land on a draw if we offset the league position of both clubs. Benjamin Bloom's prediction, Preston 1-1 Bournemouth 5-1, Betfair, Huddersfield v Peterborough. This is one where the direction of travel being so obvious actually adds a strange level of doubt. Huddersfield are magnificently 17 games undefeated in all competitions and Peterborough have won 1 in 19 in the championship. I'll go with the form, although I'm sure some will be troubled into going against that perceived wisdom. Benjamin Bloom's prediction, Huddersfield 3-0 Peterborough 10-1, Betfair, QPR v Cardiff. It's been a struggle for QPR lately, with just one win in the last 6 in the championship. That came in scarcely repeatable fashion late on against Blackpool, when the RS were down to 10 men. Cardiff don't travel well and have only won away at the then-bottom club Barnsley on their travels these past 3 months. This could well be Rangers' big opportunity to turn things around. Benjamin Bloom's prediction, QPR 2-1 Cardiff 15 halves, Betfair, Middlesbrough v Luton. One of 2 very big games in the playoff chase sees 6th taking on 8th at the Riverside, although Friday night's action will mean these 2 won't actually be 6th and 8th by the time we get to kick-off. Both sides played in the FA Cup, Borough beat Spurs and Luton went close against Chelsea, and there's precious little between the 2 at the moment. Borough's imperious home record may be the canary in the coal mine, but I'll stay level. Benjamin Bloom's prediction, Borough 2-2 Luton 14-1, Betfair, Sheffield United v Nottingham Forest. Big name number 2 in the playoff chase is set for Bramall Lane on Friday night, where 7th-placed Sheffield United meet Nottingham Forest and 9th. Both clubs are pushing along nicely, but with little margin for error after poor starts to the season and managerial changes made. We're very much an irresistible force and immovable object territory here, but even scoring at Bramall Lane has been off limits for away teams since back in November. For that reason I'll back the Blades. Benjamin Bloom's prediction, Sheffield United 1-0 Forest 5-1, Betfair, Swansea v Coventry. Coventry are still only 3 points off the playoff spots, albeit with plenty of traffic ahead. Swansea are starting to put some points on the board again, but in rather spotty fashion and some fairly crushing defeats in between their 3 recent wins. If it was at Coventry I'd have them favourites, but the other way around means I'm down the middle on this one. Benjamin Bloom's prediction, Swansea 1-1 Coventry 5-1, Betfair, Reading v Millwall. The recent Reading revival hit the rails at Blackpool last week, and the Chasing pack in the relegation zone will hope Millwall can do them another favour this week. Millwall are on a lovely winning streak and have the type of organised defensive strategy that can stop the big danger of Lucas João and John Swift. It would be a 5th straight victory, and I'm backing Millwall to get it. Benjamin Bloom's prediction, Reading 0-1 Millwall 7-1, Betfair, Hull v West Brom. I think I've already entered denial when it comes to Steve Bruce at West Brom. Surely an ex-Premier League squad with an experienced manager can't go without a win too much longer, can they? The Baggies head over to a Hull side who had a strong showing at bottom of the table Peterborough. Other than that, it's been slow going for Shota Arvelids, particularly at home. I'm backing him. Will it be Bruce's week? Benjamin Bloom's prediction, Hull 0-2 West Brom 8-1, Betfair, Stoke v Blackpool. I'm going to throw a cat amongst the pigeons purely out of morbid curiosity. Stoke are doing that silly thing again, where they slide down the championship table towards the end of the season and finish lower than we think their squad and stature should. It's been 13 points in the last 15 games for Stoke, with opponents Blackpool picking up 15 in their last 9. I'll be very interested to see what the prevailing mood is if Blackpool do show up and win. Benjamin Bloom's prediction, Stoke 1-2 Blackpool 12-1, Betfair, Bristol City v Birmingham. I've been relying on that Bristol City attack in my predictions lately, and I can't help feeling they've let me down a little. Yes, we've had some 2-goal games for the Robins, but it's been a 1 and a 0 in the past couple. I'm sure as soon as I assume the goals will be drying up they'll start flying in again. Birmingham's issues have been with getting defenders fit and on the pitch. Fingers crossed that this week has been a restful one. Benjamin Bloom's prediction: Bristol City 1-1 Birmingham 5-1. Betfair, Derby v Barnsley. Well, who'd have thought 4 games ago we'd have been talking about Barnsley rather than Derby being the main challenger to the teams currently outside the bottom 3? The Tykes have won 3 in their last 4, and the type of very optimistic maths that happens at this time of season now has them as the admittedly slim favourites to survive. The problem for Barnsley is that Derby have been good at home and able to get recent wins over Peterborough and Hull. Buoyed by the return of Tom Lawrence, I'd make them favourites. Benjamin Bloom's prediction: Derby 1-0 Barnsley 5-1. Betfair, odds correct at the time of publication. 18+. Please gamble responsibly. Visit begambleaware.org.